She gon' make me feel twice. Oh, yeah. She bad, bad. She lit, lit. She poppin', poppin'. She thick.
Welcome back to my YouTube channel, y'all. Ignore the change of scenery. I mean, I know I used to record videos in my car, but right now I don't have my truck. I need some work done on it, so I have to switch cars with my daddy. So yeah, you might be seeing people walking in the background too, because I'm in my school parking garage at that. But this video is about how I got started modeling, which I already told y'all that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna also have, you know, tips and basically the gist of modeling for me, from my standpoint. Instead of me doing it for helping other people, I'm going to tell you how I did it. I mean, you might be able to pick something up and, you know, help you out as well. I don't know. But with I don't really like telling my story because, like I've always told people, I never wanted to model anyway. And secondly, it really just happened for me. Like, it literally, like, I was just one of the lucky ones. It just happened. It fell into place. Everything just went smoothly. And I know with most people it doesn't happen like that. I know with most models, when they first get started, they get denied, like, gigs and stuff. They get told no. I got told yes more than I got told no. And like I said, I know that has a lot to do with just me being lucky. But I'm trying to set this camera up, but like I told y'all, I'm in a different car and it won't set up, so I'm gonna have to hold this, and I don't want to hold it for probably 30 plus minutes. So let me just get right into it. Let me try to put it right here. Oh, y'all, look at that. Okay, so my modeling story, basically, how I got started modeling. I booked a photo shoot with this photographer to do some couple pictures for me and my boyfriend. I might try to drop them, you know, put them on the screen so you can see what I'm talking about. But yes, I just wanted some cute couple pictures. I had told Brandon, I was like, you know, we need to get some pictures done. Like, I want to be like one of those people, like, say me and him do get married and end up having kids and all of that. I want our children to, like, look back and be like, oh my gosh, that was mommy and daddy back in the day, how we do with our parents. So I had booked the shoot. It was kind of sort of last minute, like, it was weird. It was just kind of, everything kind of ran together. But we ended up doing that shoot, and the photographer over that shoot, right when we got done shooting, he hit me up while we were still at the studio, you know, doing the pictures or whatever. And he was like, you know, you're really photogenic. I would love to do some, you know, free pictures for you. Just because he was trying to build his portfolio, he needed a model. And I mean, I really wasn't a model, but I mean, he wanted to shoot me. Who would not say yes to free pictures type of thing? So I went ahead and I agreed. A week later, we did some more pictures of me individually, and it just kind of went on from there. After that happened, those pictures, when I posted them, they kind of sort of went viral a little bit. Like, they had a lot of attention. I'm talking about, like, a lot of attention. So it kind of brought to me, like, you know, the attention I was getting from those pictures. I was like, maybe I can do this modeling thing, you know? I still wasn't stuck on it. I still wasn't, like, pursuing it. It was more so one of those things, if the opportunity come available, I'll take it, but I'm not gonna actually pursue anything. Like, if you come to me about doing something for you that's modeling wise, I'll do it, but don't expect me to reach out. Like, I wasn't that type yet. But anyway, so after those pictures, you know, did what they did, I saw this, I was on Instagram one day, and some people I knew in the area, they was talking about this agency. It was, I'm not gonna say the name, but it was this agency. Okay, I put it in quotations, and y'all gonna see why I put it in quotations. Keep in mind, during that time, I didn't have the knowledge I had now. I didn't, I wasn't mindful. I was kind of carefree, you know. I was kind of, you know how when models first get out here, they be kind of naive. That was kind of sort of me. I mean, I had common sense as far as if something didn't sound right, don't do it type of thing. But okay, let me just get into the story. But this agency, all I saw was, you know, people was getting pictures done. And during that time, I was like, well, if I'm gonna pursue modeling, well, not really pursue it, but if I'm going to be taking opportunities with modeling, I gotta have a portfolio. I didn't know that much. I didn't know I gotta have pictures done. So I saw them getting pictures for the girls and all of that. So I hit them up I DM'd them on Instagram, you know, just to see what would come about it. They DM'd me back. Basically, I was gonna meet with the person who was over it, and, you know, if he liked my look or whatever, they'll take me on and we'll go from there. So when I met with them, yeah, I'm sorry, they be racing over here a lot. I don't know why, because it's midday, but they be racing 24/7. But anyway, I met with the dude that was over agency. And, you know, we just talked, you know, he just told me basically what to expect, what they expect, just stuff like that, you know, what they do. They was basically building a brand or whatever. The reason I put it in quotations with the agency, no paperwork was signed. And on my end, I actually love that. I'm gonna get to why I loved it in the end, but there was no paperwork signed. With a real agency, you will be signing paperwork. And also with them, they did help me build my portfolio. Okay, I don't knock anybody. If you help me do something, I would never take that from you. I don't care if we fell out. I don't care if we're not on good terms. I don't care if we are on good terms. I've never been the type of person to take what somebody has done for me and act like they didn't do it for me. But yes, they did help me build my portfolio. But this is where the catch comes in. Y'all know with modeling, it's always a catch. For the most part, it's gonna always be some type of catch. Okay, so this agency, like, that's all I did was build my portfolio. I had booked like 3 different shoots. And another reason I say agency, I mean, I keep saying that because that's what they were calling themselves, an agency. But I feel like they should have probably named it something else because it's misleading to people who actually, you know, are in the industry and know the, you know, a lot more. It's not an agency. It's more so just a branding type of, I don't know. But all I did was I think I did like 3 photo shoots with them, which did help build my portfolio. But this is where I say, this is the reason I stopped doing, I left them alone. We pay for those photo shoots. If you heard my other videos about modeling, I talk about investing in yourself. This is during the time I was investing in myself. I was paying for shoes. Right now, I don't really pay for any shoes, y'all. I'm gonna be honest. I get paid to shoot, but during that time before I was, you know, better, I had to pay for shoes, you know. And the reason I left them alone is because we were all paying a different price. This is what I was told. They told me that we were paying a different price because we all require, like, how did they word it? Like, different things, like different requirements, but it didn't make sense to me because we were all beginners. Like, we all started from the same spot. Nobody had more talent than the other. I mean, in my opinion, I feel like maybe I had probably the most because during that time, you know, I did a couple runway shows, but other than that, like, we was all on the same level. And I was told that because they didn't recruit me, I had to pay more than the other girls, which that might make sense on camera, but other girls that they recruited paid more than me or the same amount as me. So it was just basically, with me personally, I don't like feeling like I'm getting played. I feel like they was playing with me, playing with my money. And I mean, that we was promised to meet each other. It was just a whole lot with that. I wasn't messing with it. So once I found out we was all getting paid something different, and the reason I found out we was getting paid something different, somebody at the time who was with that agency that I was cool with actually texted me, and she said something about a price. Like, it was brought to me. I didn't even, like, research it. You know, I'm thinking we all just paying the same thing. She texted me and had said something about, like, oh, I only paid this for that. Like, we were just making conversation. I said, you paid what? And it was like way cheaper than what I paid. I said, well, I'm paying this and I'm getting a worse deal than, you know, it was too much with the prices. Me personally, I wasn't messing with it. I feel like maybe there was money hung. I don't know. But if we're not all on the same page, which we wasn't, you know, I just wasn't messing with it. So I left them alone. I was getting like the least amount of pictures, paying the most, but people paying less than me getting more pictures. It was stuff like that. I wasn't doing it. So I left them alone. I think I was with them for maybe a couple months, and that was that. So after I left that agency alone, I was at home one day, randomly, just, you know, chilling at home, nothing major. And I got a text from my friend at the time. She knows during this time people knew I was kind of getting into modeling. Like I said, I did build my portfolio to a certain extent. So all those pictures was on social media. You know, it was cool. She texted me. She was like, you know, I know you do modeling. We actually have this runway show coming up. They were paying. And during that time, I mean, okay, like I told y'all, I don't chase the opportunity, but if it come my way, I'm gonna take it. So she texted me with this opportunity to do a runway show that was paid, so I agreed. So I think the next day I went to get, you know, sized up, put outfits together, all of that. And the show was like the week after that. We had like a week to practice and all of that. So I had got a little training in between of practicing and stuff. Did the runway show, got paid. But basically with that opportunity, the dude who was over the runway show, I didn't even notice he had his own modeling agency. I had no clue of that. And the man who was over the runway show had his own modeling agency. So after we did the show, you know, of course we went back to like get our stuff, pack it up, all of that. He was saying, you know, basically I have a lot of potential, you know, real sweet. Wanted to work further with me, offer me a contract. I took the contract, didn't sign it right then and there, because y'all got to realize I just came from an agency, you know, that wasn't hitting on nothing, wasn't what I expected it to be. So when you coming to me with this opportunity, of course I'm gonna think it's a scam, you know, like, why are you offering me this? Like, I'm not, because I wasn't messing with it, I was more mindful, I was more careful with what I was getting myself into, especially me being a new model and people know, like, I'm like, I guess an easy target. I was real careful after that. But basically, he gave me the contract. I had the contract a week. I had my family look over it. I looked over it. Everybody looked over it. Like, I was not playing. I was like, what should I do? I was texting Brandon, like, you know, this is what happened. Brandon was happy, but he's not as mindful as I am. I'm real careful with everything. I'm one of those people, it's too good to be true. Like, Brandon's the type, he's going to take that opportunity. He don't care how good it seems. If he feel like it's too good to be true, he take every opportunity. I'm not that type of person. So I was lingering between signing it and not signing it. I didn't know what I was going to do. One day I wake up, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take this, and the next day I'm like, But anyway, after a couple days, really about 4 days after I had the contract, I kept in touch with, you know, the man over the agency. You know, I told him, I said, I would like to meet with you. You know, I want to sit down and talk, you know, because my thing is, I'm going to deny this, because at that point, I wasn't going to take it. I'm going to be honest. I was not going to sign it at this point when I texted him. But I wanted to make sure me not signing that contract, it was nothing that I was going to miss out on. So he agreed, you know, and one thing that was really, like, mind-blowing to me is how open he was. He was open to any questions, any concerns. Like, he was down for all of that. So I'm just like, okay, you know, like, that's a good thing, but I'm still mindful, you know. So I met with him, and you know, we talked. He had magazines laying out, all these like big name magazines. He gave me his resume. In his office, he had like his own work. Like, he did different stuff for like different like clothing lines and just a whole bunch of work. He told me his story about how he got started modeling, you know, how he got into it, what he's done. I mean, he had proof of everything. Even the celebrities he had worked with, I didn't believe it, but he had like proof of that, whether it was like videos with them or them signing something with his name attached to it, magazines. I mean, he had a lot. I mean, he was the type of person he could literally be like, oh, I did work with Michael Jackson. Prove it. And he'll prove it. Like, so it was like, not saying he did that. That's just an example. Like, he just had a lot of connections and work under his belt. So, you know, at that moment, he was like, you know, I'm not pushing you to sign it. You know, it's all up to you. And that was another good thing. It felt good to me because you wasn't rushing me to sign anything. I mean, he was being really, really patient. It was one of them things, you take it or not. You know, it didn't really matter to him at the end of the day. He was just telling me what he can offer me. So during that time, I was still iffy, y'all. Yeah, I was just iffy. Like, it was more so, why me? Why me? Out of all these females that's been modeling for all these years, why am I getting offered a contract? But long story short, I signed the contract, okay? I signed the contract, so I was officially signed to a modeling agency. I did announce it on social media. I was kind of iffy to announce it because, like I said, I didn't know what to expect from this agency. I did not know, like, what could come from it, what won't come from it, because just because you signed to an agency, I mean, that's good, but that doesn't mean you're going to get gigs. That doesn't mean you're going to do anything. It's a lot of people signed to agencies, never got booked a day in their life. And then there's other people who've been signed to an agency, they get booked back to back to back. And I knew this, but I felt like it was an accomplishment because after me with him, talking to him and all of that, it felt good to me. It was just, I feel proud. So I was nervous. Literally within the same week, I got my first booking. I've had bookings before, but this was one I was excited about. I got my first booking with this, you already know about it, Coconut Restore. My first major booking. I loved it. One thing with agencies though, it's always something. Like, it's a lot of drama in the agencies. Like, when you're working with females and, like, I mean, not necessarily with me personally, like, I didn't really beef with anybody. I didn't really, like, it's just a lot. It's a lot. Like, but anyway, I did my first commercial. I was nervous, and this is how that went down. Well, before I actually got booked for it, of course, you gotta go to casting call and all of this. So he texted me about it, you know. He was like, hey, don't you have natural hair? I said, yeah, I have natural hair. During that time, my hair was short. I'm gonna maybe enter a picture if I can. My hair was short. Well, in my opinion, it was short. So, you know, and during this time I was in school. I was in summer school, trying to get caught up, you know, basically get ahead of my college classes. But I was taking classes in the summer. So I had to miss school for this casting call, and I was like, I better get this gig if I miss it, because you know in some school you can only miss like 2 days before you get dropped out the class. It's not a lot of days. So I was like, I better get booked for this gig or I'm gonna be upset. So I went to the casting call. I just did a wash and go. Wash my hair, let it dry. Keep in mind, before this day, I never wore my natural hair out. It's always been like braided, puffed up to the back. I've always had something done to it. I've never just wore it out, like just down. But anyway, so yeah, I went to the casting call, and the way they went down, we went to the back. They had us in like this big room. Y'all know on TV how like the CEOs and stuff be sitting in the big chairs. It was kind of like a room like that. They had like the products. It wasn't Coconut Restore products, but it was like other products in the room where we did, where they had us sing there. They gave us snacks and stuff, walked us through what they expected. They just called us back one by one. They was only looking for 2 girls. Well, no, 3. Was it 3 girls? I was told 2 girls, but 3 girls ended up going. But one of the girls who got booked, she was from a whole nother agency. So we had other people there for the casting call that was with other agencies. We had people there within our own agency. Just stuff like that. They called us back one by one. And I was nervous because this is my first casting call. Like, I was freaking out. Like, I didn't even tell y'all this. I literally had a panic attack like the day before the casting call. And I had to call my agent. Like, I was freaking out. He was like, calm down, baby. He called me his baby girl. Calm down, baby girl. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. Like, it was crazy. But anyway, I ended up going, of course. They called my name and they loved me. They was in love with my hair. They was in love with my personality. She kept saying how I reminded her of her daughter. Like, they was really, really sweet. I will definitely go back and do it again. But yeah, they were really, really sweet. And so after they interviewed everybody, they came back in the room. They was like, you know, reiterated what they told us already, what they're looking for. They said, we're going to give you a call back today before, I think the time was like 5, if you got the part. So we had to wait till 5 o'clock to find out if we got it. I think we left around like, no, the casting call, it was early in the morning. I can't remember the times, but it was like, we didn't leave till probably around maybe 12, maybe before that. I don't remember. It's been a little minute, but yes. So I left. I had to go to work that day. So I'm at work. I'm like, oh my God. And I think during that day, I had to go to work right at 5. So I'm just like, if I don't get this call before work, I'm going to be upset. So I get to work at 5. Y'all, I didn't get the call. I was sad. I was so sad. Tell me why they called me at like 5:10. Playing with my emotions like that. She called me at like 5:10. The lady who was over like picking the models and stuff, she said, Kayla, I just wanted to inform you, we did select you to be a model. And I was in shock. Like, me? Like, me? Like, I got picked? Like, the girl who have no freaking like resume, barely has modeling pictures. And y'all gotta remember, I didn't even have professional pictures with my natural hair. I had like at home pictures. Like, the pictures I sent them was like pictures of me taking them in the mirror. It wasn't even professional. So I was really shocked I really got the gig. So I text my agent, like, thanking him over and over. Like, I'm really appreciative. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I mean, look what I came from. And then look what happened. That's why I be telling people, do not mess with me. God do not play about me. And God definitely did not play about me that day, because he gave me my first gig. I never discussed how much I get paid on these gigs, but let me just say, it was a good amount, y'all. Like, I was so happy. I took that whole check and went to Mexico. I swear to God, that's what I did with that money. But anyway, so after I officially got booked for the gig, the commercial was like a couple days after that, which means I had to miss school again. But I had just told my teacher, I was like, yeah, I got booked for this gig. I have to go. I'm not missing out on that opportunity. Like, I would have to drop this class because I done got booked. There ain't no stopping now. And luckily, my teacher was really understanding. I don't even think he counted me absent that day. But I had one of those school teachers, so I was good. Anyways, I did the gig, y'all. I did the gig. I went. They did hair, makeup, all of that. It was the whole setup. We came in. She got started on our hair. Lady did our makeup. We had the wardrobe. They really let us pick our own wardrobe. They had the clothes hanging up. As long as we didn't have like tattoos showing, anything like that, we were good. But they really let us just pick our own clothes. So they let us pick out what we wanted to wear, but they have to approve it. It was more so like, okay, like say if my makeup was like a certain color and my hairstyle was, it just depends. But what I picked out, they approved of it. And plus I was like the first one there. So I had to, I got what I wanted. But one girl, she couldn't wear what she wanted to wear. It was just a whole lot. But depending on the look, that depends on what you wore. And then like one of the outfits we couldn't wear because I think like the background was a certain color, it was gonna clash with it. I don't know. So basically what happened was, keep in mind, up until this point, I still don't know what I'm doing. Like, I know I'm modeling for Coconut Restore, but I don't know what exactly I'm doing. Like, I'm just coming and just hoping it goes smoothly. But they had us do photo shoots, and we had to do the actual commercial. With the actual commercial, we were just in this room. We was literally just sitting down, playing with our hair. No words, no nothing. Just playing with our hair, you know, being happy. I might try to link a little piece of the commercial down below so you can see what I'm talking about. But yeah, that's what we were doing. She was like, you know, big smiles. You know me, I don't smile. She's like, big smile, you know, fluff the hair. We was holding the product in one hand, you know, flipping her hair with the other hand, you know, doing like this. I loved it. I definitely loved it. We was there about, I think, 7 or 8 hours. They fed us. We went back to the commercial. I had like 3 different scenes with outfit changes. And with each outfit change, you had to take more pictures. So they had a little white backdrop up. We did that. So I loved it. I loved it. I'm really glad my first gig really went well. I keep saying my first. It's not my first gig, but it was the one I was most excited about. Like, I loved it. So after that, I was still iffy because I'm like, okay, I did this gig, but am I gonna get paid? And when you sign to an agency, for some reason, it takes a little minute for you to get paid. And I know this not just from working with them. I work with other agencies as well, and it's been the same way. You don't get paid right when you do that job. The way it works is that company has to actually pay the agency, because the agency usually takes out a percentage of what you know, whatever you get paid. It's usually 20%. It varies depending on who you're signed with, but they have to send that money to that agency itself. And when it cashes in that agency's account, they have to take out, you know, what they take out and then put it in my account, or give it to me, or however they decide to give it to me. So that's what happened. I think I waited like almost a month, and then I got paid for that. Like I said, I took that trip, went straight to Mexico. My friends during the time was going to Mexico. I was like, yeah, let's go. Hey, I just got paid. Like, so I took my whole modeling check, gave it straight to Mexico, and had fun. I had a blast. I would definitely go back to that. So after that happened, I had a lot of gigs after that. I've been on TV 3 times. One of my projects have not released yet, but out of those 3 times, 2 of those times was with an agency. One of those times was not with an agency. I did modeling for this clothing line called Turn Her Style. I've actually done, you know, I've done stuff for them for their Instagram page and all of that. But yes, I did modeling for them. That wasn't through an agency. That actually was my family. They got me to hook up on that, so I appreciate it. And y'all supposed to hit me up again to do some more work. That's what. Never mind, I'm not gonna get into that. But yes, I love them. Their commercial is a little bit different than Coconut Restore. Theirs was actually more like, it was easier to me. Like, it wasn't as many outfit changes. It wasn't as many. It didn't last as long either. Like, but yes, I did that. Now with that one in particular, I got paid the same day that I did that work. Like I said, that wasn't through an agency, so nobody took out a percentage. Nobody did none of that. All of that came straight to me. With the other gig that hasn't released on TV yet, I've already got paid for it, but I haven't seen it yet. With that gig itself, I think it took me like about 3 weeks to get paid for that. 2.5 to 3 weeks to get paid for that. Same gist, they have to send it through the agent. They have to take out their percentage and send it to me. But as far as agency goes, a lot of people think they cannot be successful without an agent. That's completely false. That is completely false. You can do everything I've done without an agent. Only difference is it going to be harder? Yeah. It don't take a genius to know that. If you've established your connections in the agency, if you know how to get out here and network and connect with people, you will be fine. I know one girl in particular, she was bomb out here modeling. She literally had like, I think 300,000 followers, no agency. She got booked with Forever 21. She got booked with a lot of people. You don't need an agent. With an agent, it does definitely. I feel like with an agent, you get paid more because they feel like you're not with an agent. You probably like, I don't know why. They just don't pay people as much if they're not with an agent. And it's easier with an agent. Like, I'm not gonna know. It really just depends. I mean, I just hate when models feel like they have to get signed. You don't have to be signed. I mean, if you do get signed, that's a good thing. But if you don't get signed, don't feel discouraged and feel like you can't get out here and do what, you know, everybody's doing, this signed to an agent. But let me see. after a year, I've only been modeling a year and some months. I've been in I don't know how many magazines. Published in New York. I've been, as you all know, I've been on TV. Well, we'll be on TV 3 times. Currently, it's only been twice, which I feel like is good because most people who've been modeling that long doesn't even be on TV. People who's been in the game a year and some months. Of course, runway shows that come and go. But with modeling, it's a lot more deeper than just runway, TV, photo shoots. Like, it's a lot of, like, people book a model to do this. Like, I got booked one time to, like, it was this celebrity birthday or something. I had to do something for him. It's just different things you can get booked for and get paid for. But another thing people have to realize when you model, this is for me in particular, I lost my closest friends. I literally, with my closest friends during that time, I was hurt during that time, but I don't care now. Like, I'm getting paid and y'all watching me. You think I care about y'all opinion and how y'all feel about me and don't? But basically, during that time, my closest friends wasn't even supporting me. And I'm the type of person, if you don't support me, I'm going to leave you alone. And I never really spoke on this before, but one of my closest friends during that time, I was already feeling some type of way because she was the type of person, she would text me, oh, I'm proud of you. But wouldn't show that on social media, wouldn't show that in public. Why are you texting me in private, but like you're not showing it? Which means you're clearly watching me. You're clearly seeing what I'm doing, but you're not showing me no type of support outside of that, you know? So really during that time, I really wasn't talking to her like that because I wasn't messing with how she, I guess, called herself supporting me. It was fake to me. That's just how I'm gonna put it bluntly. It was fake to me. But we actually ended up clashing because she texted me on some BS and I had to go off on her. I don't play with my man. Like, she wasn't trying to date him or nothing, but it's a whole lot with this situation. She got way too comfortable with my boyfriend, and I had to cut that off because I was already feeling some type of way about you not supporting me, and then the moment you text me, it's on some BS. Like, I wasn't messing with it. My other friend during that time, me and her fell out. It's when you get into some modeling and actually do some work, do legit work, you're gonna have people that you thought would support you, they won't support you. But the way I looked at it is, I need people in my circle that's going to be here for me, that's going to support me to my fullest. And I really felt some type of way because I'm a vice versa type of person. I'm the type of person, I get really offended and really upset if you do something to me that I wouldn't have done to you. Like, you could have just left me alone. You know, I looked at it as, okay, if you was in my shoes, I would be supporting you to the fullest. But me not getting that same energy back from you, it hurt my feelings. You know, I'm not going to sit up here and like, oh, it was whatever. No, I'm one of those people. I actually care about my friendships. I don't make a lot of friends, but when I do, it's like, I'm going to care about you. And I cared about y'all. Like, I really cared about y'all. I did so much for y'all. So for y'all to treat me this type of way, I wasn't messing with it. All of this happened around the time I started modeling. So when you get into it, expect friends, family, whoever, you're gonna get negativity. But look at it like this. This is exactly how it unwinded. With the negativity, it came, but after it came to positive people. The people, I made friends who are in the industry. Right now, I'm hanging with celebrities now. Like, I mean, I'm just saying, like, you lose those friends, but you get realer ones back. And I love it at the end of the day because it's like, all you have to do was support me. If it was that hard to support me, then you can watch me on your TV screen, or you can flip through your magazine and look and see me in there. That's the way I look at it. You just gotta have tough skin. But with the industry itself, you gotta have tough skin. Industry is nothing nice. Like, when I tell you, like, people always tell me, Kelly, you're so blunt. Why are you so blunt? I'm blunt. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm cold. Hold on. I'm blunt because that's the way the agency is. It's nothing nice. They're blunt. If they don't want you, or they're gonna make it known they don't want you, they're gonna critique you. A lot of people can't take it. A lot of people cannot take it. Some can. Me personally, I'm made for that. It doesn't bother me. You have to be ready for all the negativity that comes with it. If I wasn't just working with one agency, I was signed to one agency, but I was working with others as well, and in contact with others currently right now. You just have to get out here and learn. And I feel like part of modeling, every model makes mistakes. Everyone's gonna take an L when it comes to modeling. You know, luckily mine wasn't as big as some other people. I heard some other people, they got out here, and I know one girl in particular, one of my model friends, she's in Atlanta, I think, literally flew out. Y'all hear me out. Flew out to a whole nother state to do this reality show. It was a scam the entire time. Like, I'm talking about scam the mess out of her. I've never had nothing that big happen to me, but things are gonna happen, and you just have to adapt to them and learn from them. A lot of people with modeling, they end up quitting because they can't take the L's, they can't take, you know, the scamming. I'm not gonna necessarily say I've gotten scammed, because even with the old agency I was with, the one that really wasn't an agency, I'm not gonna say they scammed me. It was more so, y'all played me. Like, y'all really played me. And then when I tried to confront you about it, y'all act like I was a fool. No, you a fool. But at the end of the day, I mean, it's cool. Things happen. You live and you learn. You know, I just put it past me and kept it pushing. But when you get into modeling, just know it's not peaches and cream. Just know there are scams out here. Please, please, please be careful. You know, a lot of times as you get deeper and deeper into modeling, you can kind of see what's a scam and what's not a scam as you go on. Just please be careful. And if you have anybody that you can reach out to that can, you know, direct you, do that. But let me give y'all an update on my life, because it's been a little minute since I made a YouTube video. As of right now, I do have my own model trainer. You might seen her. She's been on TV, music videos, all of that. Her name is Rio. She's been on TV I don't know how many times, but I love her to death. I love her. She's definitely, out of all the trainers I had, the best one. She done taught me so much. She mentors me as well. Anytime I have a question with mine, I can just shoot her a text. She gets back with me. We talk on the phone just about every week. I love her. I love her. I'm grateful to have found the model trainer like her, because I know a lot of people aren't grateful to have that, and luckily it happened for me. She gives me a lot of good pointers, a lot of good everything. She trained me in everything, the knowledge of the industry, runway walk, posing, you know, I mean, everything that comes with modeling, she gives me that. And one thing I love about her, I can ask her anything. And plus, I mean, it's like, I really consider her my big sister to this point, because we've been training for a little minute now. And when I tell y'all, me and her just clicked, we really just clicked. But yeah, me and her, we are definitely, that's basically my big sister. I love her to death. So yeah, I'm trying to work Rio right now. What else is going on? I do have more gigs coming up soon. I don't really speak on my gigs like that because I'm in school, I'm tired, like but yes, I do have some more gigs coming up that I'm gonna try to, you know, go behind the scenes with if I can. Like, it depends on the contract, y'all. Okay, it depends on the contract. The one TV gig I did last time that I cannot speak on just yet because it hasn't released, I tried to go behind the scenes with that one and I couldn't because of the contract. You know, they didn't want any type of video, photography, none of that, so I couldn't do it. You know, the most I can do is just tell you what happened on video, like me telling y'all, but I feel like that's kind of boring. I don't know, y'all want to see it firsthand, hands-on and all of that, but I promise y'all, when I get booked, I'm gonna tell y'all. But with these commercial gigs, they used to come so last minute. Like, it's not like I know, like, I could get a text right now for a commercial that's being filmed this week. Like, it always comes last minute, so I have to be prepared when that does come. But so far, I've been getting bookings for like skincare lines, ads, stuff like that. Stuff that it's just a photo shoot. It's a photo shoot for a company, it's a photo shoot for whatever. That's mainly what I'm getting booked for. But I'm pretty sure y'all want to see the commercials, and when I get more bookings from them, because I know they're coming, I got y'all. But right now, y'all gonna have to bear with me with what I get, which is just ads and stuff like that. I mean, that's still knowledge. I can still go behind the scenes with that, but like I said, just bear with me. Is that all? I think that's all, y'all. But I'm excited for this journey still. I know I've been doing a lot of pranks on my YouTube videos. I'm gonna calm down on the pranks because, you know, I can't do them too much because he's gonna catch on to them. I gotta do them every blue moon at this point. I thought about pranking his parents with a pregnancy prank. I don't know yet. I'm still trying to plan that. But yeah, so far so good. I'm having a good life. Positivity, y'all. I'm settling into my own place. You know, meeting new people, making new connections. It's all good on my end. It's all good. It's a busy life, but it's a blessing. It's a blessing. I'm definitely have a blessed life. I'm really out here doing this, 21 and doing this, so I can't do nothing but be blessed. But that's about it, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all go. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Show me love. Make sure y'all please like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on my social medias. Instagram is It's .Kayla Yvette. Twitter is _Kayla Yvette. Make sure y'all please follow me on there. Keep up to date with stuff. Be on to me. If I don't upload as soon as y'all want me to, or if I start slacking, please get on to me. I promise y'all, like, please get on to me. But yes, that's about it. Y'all have a nice day.